I think that they both are kind of unevolved and they grow together because of this extreme circumstance, and it's sort of a relationship where they kind of strip down these exteriors and sort of see each other and become honest with each other. And I think that's sort of the journey that they're on. Yeah, definitely. You know, a lot of scripts you get as a young actor are sort of people talking about situations or, you know, being philosophical about what they would do. And what I liked about this was they were put in a situation that they actually actively had to go through. Not so much. I mean, that's kind of what I'm drawn to, is sort of more flawed people and that kind of thing. I guess you play, you know, what's closer to you. You know, it would be nice maybe at some point to play stuff that was a lot different than yourself, but for me, I sort of find myself playing characters that are closer to me. I think your life experience, yeah, definitely does. You know, my life experience is from a place that's not that multicultural, but just, you know, sort of a real background. My grandfather's a farmer, and my dad was the first generation off the farm. He worked to put himself through college, first one in his family to graduate college, and that sort of thing. And so, you know, my grandfather worked in a factory and in a railroad to help keep the farm afloat. So now for me to be able to move to Los Angeles years later and pursue something like acting, you know, not have, you know, all the responsibilities of kids to feed and that kind of stuff, and my generation not having a war and that kind of thing, and that sort of thing, you know, it's a different time. So I just feel really, you know, sort of a debt to my relatives for working so hard here to sort of give me an opportunity to pursue something like this. Well, I sort of, you know, draw on my own life experience and people that I know. You know, I've learned more, I think, from being in bars and going through, seeing tragedy, people in my life go through tragedy and hard times and things like that, than I ever did from an acting class. And so I just, you know, try to pull from real life. Well, it really was my birthplace, I guess, in film. It was a movie that my friend wrote and we worked on, and we're just happy after, you know, kicking around with it for a while that we were able to finish filming it. And then everything that happened afterwards, you know, was really a blessing. And that's really what kind of showcased me and gave me a chance to do these other films. I think the lines are closer. You know, I think Swingers was a true independent film. I mean, that's a movie that we did for $250,000 in 21 days without permits or anything like that. I think a lot of films that are called independent films nowadays, you know, have a lot of benefits. But to me, there's values in both of them. I mean, action, comedy, drama, whatever it is, as long as the material is good, I think they're worthwhile as long as the subject matter or what you're dealing with has some value to it. I don't get recognized all that much, I really don't, and I've been working pretty consistently, so that's kind of been my focus, and you know, it's not as if I've had a lot of experience with that sort of thing, so I'm kind of green when it comes to all of that. I don't know, probably, but I think, you know, in films fits the bill pretty good, but any fashion industry or anything in life, there's always pendulums that swing one direction and go as far as it can that way, you know, even with music and that kind of stuff, with punk rock and piercing your face and that kind of stuff, and then it kind of swung back to where swing music and dressing up and you know, that kind of thing became popular, and it'll continue to swing back, I think, you know, forever, and you know, that's just, you know, kind of the way it goes, and this may become popular for a while now, and then it'll swing back, and there'll be dragons to slay, so, you know. I think Hitchcock would give me a big kiss on my lips and say, "You are so money, baby, and you don't even know it." I think he'd be pleased. I know his daughter's real happy. She's come down to the set, and she's been real excited about what's happening and had nice little watches she gave to everybody and that sort of thing. Well, the same as I appreciate in people in life, you know, people that are pretty secure in what they're doing and are comfortable with themselves usually are very fair and very generous and will listen to ideas, and they don't feel so much as if they have to be kind of hard and that kind of thing. So, you know, same as good parenting skills or someone who makes a good friend. Yeah, you know, sure. I mean, I came totally removed from the entertainment industry and you know, just came out here just young and dumb, really. I had no idea what the hell I was getting into, you know, if I would have known the statistics of it more. So I just had a thing where I wanted to do it, and just, I think in anything in life, more important than talent, which I think is true in my case, is hard work and just the ability to just stay at it and keep going and just want it more than you're scared of not getting it. And I think you get better and better and better if you have that desire, you know.